This is Spoken by Elswith, a femdom hypnosis podcast, Season 4. Welcome to Part 2 of How to Succeed at Locktober. For those of you listening currently, you likely noticed that this was missed on Monday because in the UK on Monday, everything basically shut down. Even all the cinemas were showing the funeral. Even the adult channels, they were showing the funeral as well. So to escape all of that, headed off into the woods with some friends, went for a hike, enjoyed fresh air and, the bank holiday. So I do feel bad that somebody lost, their mom, their nan, their cousin, etc. But after 10 days of mourning, I just really needed to have an escape. So here we are for this, part 2. In part 1, I covered things like, a juicy story about my experience, one of them, with a chaste man. I also talked about using a cock cage versus hypnosis, or, using both, and what Locktober is. So if you're finding yourself puzzling over that word, go back to episode 25. That is part 1 of the How to Succeed at Locktober. You can also go on over to the website spokenbyelswith.com/Locktober, and there you will see more information about it and the information about the Locktober 2022 exclusive reward. It is going to be free, but it is only going to be available to those who actually say they're going to participate. Sounds fair to me. And I'm usually right? The good boys out there know the answer to that question, the appropriate way to respond. Let's start with this part. What if you are usually chaste? What if you listen to the podcast, you follow along with the permissive circumstances, and you use that as your guide to whether or not you get to orgasm? That's fine. Just consider yourself to be like expert level. If you typically use a device, how about trying it during Locktober with just using my words and your mind? I'm also going to have something fun for the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. That's going to show up on the podcast, and while all of October is not going to be dedicated to Locktober, it will be mixed in there. Let's also say this. What if you have a key holder? What if you have a partner? Are you really going to turn them down for the entire month of October? Or are you going to ignore your key holder? I don't think so. Just be a full-on grown-up and honestly, use your common sense. Use your judgment on which parts of my Spoken by Els with Locktober apply to you. Do not neglect your partner. Do not ignore your key holder. Got that? Okay, because it's just wrong, right? It's putting your wants above them, and you're better than that. How about wet dreams? If you have a wet dream, does that mean that you're out? Nope. No, actually, if you have one, I want to hear about it because, okay, I'm not going to say it's a fetish because it doesn't seem like it really is, but it is it is definitely an interest of mine to hear about it when it happens. Usually because somebody will tell me that they were dreaming about me. So, no, wet dreams, they don't mean you're out. I actually consider them to be a success on my part. And now, even if you're not into locking up your cock, you'll find my gift to you next month a kind of twist on the Midas touch is one that's going to be useful throughout our time together. So, you know the why, you've worked out most of your how. Again, the good things that I'm going to give you to help with your success. It includes the marshmallow session. It's free and it's over on the website on the /Locktober page. The chastity mindset sessions, encouragement in various podcast episodes, and that reward I talked about that's only available to those who participate. If you don't participate during October 22, you're not going to be eligible. And as I mentioned, not everything that you hear from me over the upcoming month is going to be perfectly aimed at your success. If you've already heard the chastity mindset sessions or look them over, you'll know that I'm just as interested in those times that you're frustrated and needy. It doesn't all have to be some sober acceptance of your chastised state. And so, I'm going to let you get away with only a few instances of me deliberately teasing you, winding you up, getting you hot and bothered, as if knowing that someone else wants your cock locked away for a month doesn't already get you hot and bothered. But I'm definitely going to subtly point towards those opportunities and places where I'll help you get extra worked up. For those times when the whole experience will be acutely enhanced by a night of tossing and turning in your bed, or mornings that leave you needing to turn the temperature down in the shower. I'm not going to make you play along with that game all the time. Not going to even tease you daily. But I'm going to show you how you can make a target of yourself for whatever torment I want to throw your way. And I think that curiosity will eventually get the better of you. So, even if you slip up, you can still succeed. So, what if you fuck up, right? What are we going to do with you if one afternoon you have a weak moment, one thing leads to another, and you deliberately end your period of abstinence before November arrives? Well, for starters, I know you're going to be good about one thing. If you make this mistake at any point in the month, that post-nut clarity is gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. You're going to feel ashamed, and you're going to admit to me what happened. Then you're gonna get right back on the horse. Anyway, this is pretty much all I'm going to say about Locktober until we jump right into it. But we are going to have quite a bit of fun. And one of us is going to have a bit of frustration. Just remember, above all, I want you to succeed.